Okay, here we go, guys. Here we go. Here's another way to make money in real estate, guys, with no money, no credit, no risk. Here we go. Owner to seller financing. I've been doing the owner to seller financing deals for over 30 years. Over 30 years. How? Here's how. I'm going to go around my area or your area. Let's say you're on a mentorship with me. By the way, I offer a 3-day live mentorship where I work with you live in the field for 12 hours a day. We put as many deals together as we can within 3 days. Sometimes we put together more than 3, 4, or 5. And I show you live how to make money. You actually get deals done live with me. Real shit, guys. Real estate is real. It's not fake bullshit out there. Every house needs a buyer, needs a seller, and everybody needs a place to live. Welcome to the USA and welcome to any country in the world. So I'm gonna find some guy who has a house, he's selling it, and he's willing to offer me what's called an owner financing. Meaning the owner's gonna finance it for me. He's got no loan. The house is paid off. He's had the house for 20, 25, 30 years, and these are all over the place, guys. They're probably within a mile of where you live. You have 25, 30 deals just like this. You just don't know how to put them together. Let me show you how. I'm gonna contact him, call him up, send him a message, whatever. Say, hey, what are you asking for the house? He says, I'm asking $250,000 for the house. I said, would you be willing to consider owner financing? I need some time to get my mortgage in place, but I'm willing to pay you a monthly rent for it. He says, wow, that's interesting. Okay, so how much would you want in rent? Normally it's 1% rule, which is of the value, $250,000, which is 1% is $2,500. So I said, I'll tell you what, how about I pay you $2,000 a month? I'll pay all the utilities. You just pocket $2,000 every month for rent, and you give me 12 months so I can get my financing in order, and I'll pay you $250,000 for the house. I'll pay you what it's worth right now. He says, wow, that's interesting. I would definitely do that. Great, let me send over a contract. Well, you can have your attorney look at it, or my attorney, you can use him. I'll even cover the charge, no problem. Now, I have a bunch of real estate people that will do this for me, but I don't need them. I can do it. I know how to do it. I'm like a real estate attorney. I've got the contracts, I've got the letters, I've got everything. I've got stuff to send to the banks for bank approvals, for REOs and bank-owned property. So this owner says, okay, $2,000 a month, you pay all the utilities, done, and you can buy it for $250,000. I said, I can buy it at any time. He said, any time within 12 months. I said, will you do 2 years? And most of the time they'll say no, but I'll try to get 2 years. So if we agree on 12 months. So here's the deal. I'm gonna pay him $2,000 a month. If I get the cash on the loan, I'm gonna pay $250,000 for this house. That's worth right now $250,000. Now in 12 months, it might be worth a little bit more, right? Okay. I'm immediately gonna tell him, look, I need 30 days. I'm gonna move in next month. I need 30 days to prepare stuff and move and blah, blah, blah. So we agree on a move-in date of whatever, right now it's April. So we say June 1st, okay. Now I immediately throw this on the market, Facebook Marketplace, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. I put an ad, I put a sign out front. I'm looking for a buyer because I'm gonna sell this for $275,000. I'm gonna get another 10%. 10% of $250 is $25,000. I add the $25,000 to the $250,000. Now I'm selling this place for $275,000, which is the future price. I'm gonna sell it a little higher than what I got it for, $250,000. Now sometimes you can get it lower. Sometimes they'll take an offer of $220,000, $230,000 because they don't have a loan on it. Do you understand this, ladies and gentlemen? When somebody owns a property and they don't have a loan on it, they're willing to negotiate lower on the rent and the price. Why? Because it's cash to them. They don't have to pay a bank loan off. It's paid off. You get that? So these are the easiest deals to put together, and I can get a discount. So I'm even gonna pay him what it's worth, $250,000. Because I'm gonna find somebody will pay me $225,000. Maybe they'll up $275,000. Maybe they'll only pay me $270,000 or $265,000. I'm still gonna make money, right? So then somebody responds, they say, we're interested in the house. We do a walkthrough. I say, done, you can move in this month, but I need somebody in there by June 1st. Because remember, I gotta pay him the rent, $2,500. I'm gonna charge them $2,800. So they're gonna pay $2,800 and $275,000. Seller, I'm gonna finance it to them. So the owner's financing it to me. They're holding the note. They're the bank. The seller, me, I'm gonna sell it to them, the buyer, for $275. You guys understand this? Totally legal in all 50 states and Canada. I don't know about Mexico here, but people do crazy shit here too. Believe me, I can get properties here with no money down. I gotta give these Mexicans a little something, but I just flip it to other people. But here's the thing. Yeah, I'm in Cancun, Mexico right now. I'm outside doing a workout. So now I make an agreement, and this all happens pretty quick, guys, within a week or two. The new buyer is going to move in with his family. They're going to pay me $2,800 every month for 12 months. We're going to help them get their loan. Sometimes the people say we even are approved for a loan, but we want to rent the place out for a couple months to get our other house sold or our belongings together. You know, people need some time. So sometimes the house sells within 2, 3, 4 months. Sometimes it sells in 7 months. Sometimes it takes a year. Sometimes people don't even buy it. They move out. I renegotiate with the owner another 12 months at a little different of little higher of a rate, and then I charge somebody some more. But let's say this all goes through, which about 70% of the time the first buyers buy it. They close within that 12 months. I paid $2,500 rent. They paid me $2,800. I made $300 a month times 12 months, which is $3,600. Hey, it's not a lot, but it's something, right? Something better than nothing. But the big money comes when they close. $275. The owner closes with the seller. I just put them together. They go to the closing. They even do it through emails nowadays, guys. You don't even have to go to closings anymore. They just transfer the paperwork. They get their bank to pay off the $250. $25,000 goes to me. They just bought the property for $275. Everybody makes money, and they have their new home. Owner to seller, financing. I made $25,000 plus $3,600 in rent for 12 months. And I didn't use any of my own money. I didn't have my credit checked, and I didn't have any risk because I didn't buy it. I sold it to somebody else, called a transfer of owner to seller contract. Holy shit, is this possible? Guys, real estate investors have made millions of dollars doing these strategies. I've got 21 ways you can make money in real estate, guys, every single day. And you're gonna have to make more money. Why? Because everything in the USA is going up, guys. With these new Trump tariffs, everything's going up. Watch this video here or over here on another way to make money, and I'll see you on the next video.